Check, check, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Right there.
Check, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check. Right in front of your mouth.
Which one is that? That's number 2. She's 2. Okay? She's 2.
Check, check, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2.
Can I take a little more ox from you? On her, yeah, right now? There we go. And we'll worry about that here, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, if we need to, come back to it, just right here.
Yeah, so
One is 1, 1 is 2 is 2.
Check, check, check.
Cash, cash, cash.
Cash, cash.
Wood.
SRDL, staff, volunteers, and Maryland will ask you for ID.
we will. That it's easier than trying to find out where you live. We're dirty that way. I know. Oh, I will. Yeah. I also had it like way down here too. We got about 6 minutes left until the game, all the fun game stuff begins. Who's ready for some derby? That was crap. Do it again. Who's ready for some derby? There we go. Now we're winning. Winning.
So that's what we're hearing from you all night is winning with your Charlie Sheen shirt on, eh?
That's right. Unlike Charlie Sheen, though, I'm Kicky Charlie, and I can handle my tiger's blood.
I'm not even touching that one.
We want to give a shout out to CanuckDerbyTV.com. And you can also see this on SaskTel Max. And we got to thank, we also got to thank TVTruck.ca and AMJ out of Vancouver for broadcasting everything. Thank you.
So just a heads up, as anybody who's got any out of these programs, if you're wanting to join the SRDL in one way or another, there's referees that want it. That's right, the SRDL is recruiting referees. Looking for dedicated men and women who are 19 plus. That's right, if you're over 19 years of age. To keep up the players line, keep the players in line on the track. That's right. To sign up or learn more, please contact Cody at Kurt's So Good at SRDL.ca. Once again, Kurt's with the K, so good at SRDL.ca. If you would like to become a referee, we love to hate the zebras, as you'll tell by tonight, especially with, and I want to hear it with this amount of people here. Who loves Mona? We all know that she loves the referees.
She's getting in trouble. Ladies, line up for equipment check. It's equipment check time. My mic is live.
That's right. For those who have been here before and those who have not, there is a certain amount of rules that need to be in place to keep these ladies and gentlemen, referees and players safe on the track. They must have all of the equipment. It can't be a one-minute play. It's all or none. All right, Kiki, Charlie?
All the way in. That way they can be winning. He's going to kill me by the end of the evening.
Oh, I guess I should play a song. Wow. This one.
Look at all the beautiful, happy people out in the audience. You might disagree with me, but I think we have the most beautiful audience in all of the world. It's true, we do. Only 2 people agree, though. I'm jealous, Bonehawk. I want skates. Come July.
You don't necessarily. Kinky Charlie. He just.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the first season opener for Saskatoon Roller Derby League. My name is Mish Behaven. I am the fundraising director for the league, and I am speaking on behalf of our president, Hit Disturber. She couldn't be here tonight. So I just want to take a couple minutes to welcome everybody back and say some thank yous. Tonight's first bout is our Killa Bees, who look to remain undefeated as they take on the Whitewood Ringleaders. In the second half of this action-packed doubleheader, your 2012 RDAC National Champions, the Mind Fox, take on Calgary All-Stars. We'd also like to congratulate Calgary on their recent acceptance into the WFTDA apprenticeship program. I just want to say a big thank you to all of our setup crew, our NSOs, our announcers, our music man Brian, TV truck, the guys and gals in stripes, and who are our refs, and finally to our sponsors, who are all here joining us tonight. Sports on Tap is the official SRDL after-party location. Great food, fun staff, and loads of space make it the perfect place to watch the big game. Longtime supporter of SRDL, Mako Paint and Auto Body is the place to go when your vehicle needs a little TLC. Uh-oh, better get Mako. Change Lingerie, located in the mall at Lawson Heights. Beautifully designed lingerie, sleepwear, and swimwear in a wide range of styles and sizes to fit your unique curves. Embrace change and discover you only better. Thank you to Escape Sports for always having our backs when we need all our roller derby gear. Hunters Bowling are proud supporters of us as well. TMG on 23rd, Miranda Jabush, SRDL's own Dirty Devil, wants to help you get the best mortgage you can. See her at the Mortgage Group on 23rd. Thanks to our amazing sponsorship committee led by Mercy Buttkicks. Without her and all her hard work, we would not have all these fantastic sponsors. And at the halftime show, don't forget to get your paper airplane. We have lots of fun throwing loonies, is it? A loonie for an airplane? $2 for an airplane. And nope, that's it for me. So I'm going to turn it over to Bonehawk and Kinky Charlie and enjoy. If this is your first bout, enjoy. If it's not your first, then welcome back and let's get started.
Thank you, Mish Behaven. Mish Behaven's actually out on an injury. She took one for the team in the first minute and a half at the last game out in Edmonton. Skated the rest of the jam with a broken arm. Give it up for Mish Behaven for the Mind Fox. Thanks, Mish. Kinky Charlie, take it away.
Mr. Balls Bearing, are we ready for our national anthem? Yeah. So if everyone could please remove your hats.
Sounds about just about done, doesn't it? True North.
Got the extended version.
We stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
We need a better version of that.
Those are the wrong words.
That-
That's all I had for the last minute request for it's only 5, sorry.
Good try, good try.
excuses. I guess we should do intros.
Intros it
Intros.
is. You guys want to be introduced? Fans, do you want to see who these guys are? Who's going to be playing tonight?
But first, unfortunately, you get the refs. I know. Tonight's head ref for the first game, Hang 11. Tonight's jam refs, Kurt So Good. And Slowly But Surely. And we also got Biker Bob. Serviceman. James Hatefield. And Frosty Box. And the head NSO, Quantum Chaos. These are the people we love to hate, but they keep us safe. They got the hardest job in Derby. Now for the people we really want to see. We love you, refs. Really, we do. Coming all the way from Whitewood, Saskatchewan, the Ringleader Rollergirls. Their captain, number 29, Raging Randy. Their assistant captain, number 1, Chrissy Monster. Number 13, Mini Missile. Number 32, Mama Mina. Number 21, Hitty Britty Dirt Band. Number 87, Rock'em Sock'em Rayway. Rayway. I can't believe it. 2013, Betty Boots. Number 1200, Leander Fall. Number 01, Kimakazi. (762) Vexatious Valkyrie. (781) Red Rum Rosie. Number 7, Slammin' Flammin'. And number 3, Backbender Boardman. And their coaches, Mother Trucker. and don't give a dams. Let's hear it for the Ringleader Rollergirls.
Well, now it's time for SRDL's own, the Killa Bees. We're going to start this off a little backwards right now. First of all, coaching the Killer Bees is changed his name on me. Coach Chesterfield. Coach or Chesterfield. Doing the bench wench for the Killer Bees tonight is, how come I can't find myself? Kid Fearsome. So starting with the players, the captain of the Killer Bees is number 19, Grim Raker. And of course, number 306, we got Spanx Given. So Delirious coming in at 42.2. One of our longtime members, number 86, Effin Star. And number 3.14, Reese's Pieces. Coming in at number 1888, Ripper to Shreds. We got Unicorn Thunder, number 992. And then we have I Am Demented, number 101. Number 78, we got Blondie Lawless. See how many times she ends up in the penalty box tonight. We got number 69, Rocket. And number 77, Susie Smackdown. Suki Smackdown.
Suki.
And then we have number 789, Crazy. Number 113, we got Mad Eye Millie. And rounding out the team, we have two more. We got number 55, Will Kill Some. Watch out for her tonight. And last but not least, number 25, Shifty McShovin. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the SRDL Killer Bees. Woohoo! First things first, we're actually going to do a demo. Now this is for people who've never been to the sport of roller derby before. Just a little bit of info to show you what it's all about, how it goes. A lot of people just think that you skate around until someone falls over dead.
You don't?
No, there's actually rules in this game.
And they've changed.
They've changed.
Since last season,
Absolutely.
they've changed.
So what you're going to see at the jam line, you have two girls, one from each team. Way over here, they have the panties on their head, or the helmet panties, helmet covers. They have stars on the head. These girls are called the jammers. Now, the jammers are the point scorers of the game. They're the ones who score all the points, all right? How do they do that? Well, for every person on the opposite team that they pass, they have to pass the hips, they get 1 point for. So here's where the fight begins. In the pack, we have 4 blockers from each team. Well, technically 3 blockers and 2 pivots, 1 from each team. So this is where the fight begins, because you want your jammer to get through and get all the points, but you don't want the other team's jammer to get through and get all the points. So hence the pack, hence the fight. So whistle's gonna blow. Well, you're gonna see what you're gonna see at the beginning of the start line. You can see girls going off really fast. You can see almost a scrimmage start, like a rugby start, where girls are trying to push their way through. You're gonna see some shoving and some blocking. So for rules, okay, so we're gonna blow the whistle. Tweet.
And they're off.
They're going to try to make their way through. Now, these girls are going to try to block them. They're going to try to put up walls. First jammer to get through without any penalties. She becomes the lead jammer. It's really important to be the lead jammer because you can call off that bout at absolutely any time by simply touching her hands to her hips, and the ref will call off that jam. Now, that's strategic. That's what that's all about. So there's no pulling hair. There's no punching. There's no elbows. There's no tripping. And I say all of that only if the refs don't see you.
Which you've been guilty of a few times.
Only if the refs don't see you. Those will all get you into the penalty box. Any questions, Kinky Charlie?
None.
All righty.
Can we start now?
We can start.
Sweet.
You guys want to see some derby? What? What? You guys want to see some derby?
That didn't sound quite right. Ooh, what do we want? That's crap. Do it again. What do we want? And when do we want it? When do we want it? Then let's get ready to roll! I gotta get out of the middle, otherwise I get dizzy, because these girls go fast. For the opening jam, for the ringleaders, we got Ragin' Randy versus Mad Eye Millie for the Killa Bees. And they're off. I love the new game with the one whistle start. Both girls shoving their way through. Mad Eye Millie makes her way through first, grabbing herself lead jam. Ragin' Randy is hot on her trail though. Pack's backing up. They're looking for him. Got a few hits. Ragin' Randy trying to fight her way through. Makes her way through the front. Mad Eye Millie stuck in behind a wall of ringleaders. Finally fights her way through and calls it off. Having lead jam means she can call the jam off at any time, and that is very strategic, and this is the reason why. She was able to call it off, so they were able to tie up.
So up on the jam line, we have Cherry Monster, and she is for the ringleaders, and she's going up against So Delirious from the Killa Bees. Now you see how these girls are lined up. Now that's almost a rugby start. They have to try to fight their way through that pack, through that first turn. Here's where it starts. They are fighting.
They're pushing their way through. So Delirious makes her way through first, grabs herself lead. Soda making her way.
Cherry's finally through the pack. There she goes. Now she is making her way around the other track. She does not have lead jam. So Delirious. Ooh, big hit around turn number 2.
She goes down, but she's back up again.
There we go, breaking through.
Ringleader's jammer is stuck in behind. She's trying to make her way through.
Now, if the jammer gets knocked out of bounds by a killer bee, like what's going on right now, she has to enter the pack behind the player that knocked her out. So that's why you'll see her go out and turn around and skate in the opposite direction and come back behind. That's one of the rules.
Chrissy Monster and So Delirious neck and neck as they come around corner 3. A little love tap ended up sending Chrissy to the ground, but she's back up again. So Delirious getting blocked by Red Rum Rosie and Valkyrie. Meanwhile, Chrissy Monster's made her way through again. So Delirious also through the pack now.
During that last jam there, it looked like Cherry Monster tried to take out So Delirious. Well, good luck with that. That girl is a brick. She rarely hits the floor.
So Delirious calling it off.
Huge thank you to CanuckDerbyTV.com live streaming this game tonight. So for those of you at home or watching it wherever you're watching it, hello! Welcome to Saskatoon.
We can see you. Put on some pants. We got F and Star jamming for the Killer Bees. And Backbender Boardman jamming for the Ringleaders.
So Backbender has lead jam. Effin' Star still making her way around.
She tries to sneak her way through the
Backbender
outside and
through
does
that
it.
pack.
Makes her way through with a little help from her friends. Meanwhile, Effin fights her way through on the inside and makes her way through just as Bender calls it off.
So 3.5 minutes in, we have the Killer Bees. They're sitting at 17, and 21, and the Ringleaders are sitting at 16. So up on the jam line, we have Mad Eye Millie, and then we have, is there a timeout? Timeout.
Looks like we had an official timeout.
So officials' times, they call timeout when a call, they're unsure of a call. What they do is talk about it with each other.
I'm thinking it might be the score.
Could be the score, not too sure.
I'm gonna find out.
An official timeout is anything official.
It's official. We're not supposed to go in, but shh.
Once again, connectderbytv.com live streaming tonight. You can also catch this on SaskTel Max. Big shout out to those guys. Big shout out to Mako for being our supporter for such a long time. Our new supporter, Hunter's Bowl, and all the other ones that you guys have been helping us throughout the years. Escape Sports, they're the ones who set us up with all our gear.
They're just making sure about cutting the track rules, making sure that it's getting called. Just a little reminder, refs always have to brush up on some of the rules during the game.
So they wanted to know about a cutting track. Cutting track is a penalty. That's when a skater advances her position on the track by going out of bounds and cutting in front of someone else. That is a penalty. That's gonna send you to the box. You're gonna see, if you can see me, this. I
mean,
think.
She's been bad, and she gets kicked into the box.
Cut track, penalty box.
Penalty box, bad. Unless you're Bone Hawk.
You cannot better your position at all by cutting.
How many times are you allowed to go in the box?
7. Look at this scrimmage here. We got Mad Eye Millie for the Killer Bees versus Hitty Britty Dirt Band. Mad Eye Millie for Killer Bees comes out with lead jam. Hitty Ditty is still working her way through that pack. Those Killer Bees are pounding her. Block and block. Down to her knees.
Down on her knees and coming back around again.
Mad Eye Millie through like butter.
Sneaks her way through the outside. The leaders are too busy trying to get their own jammer through. And Hitty Britty Dirt Band gets nailed by not 1, not 2, but 3 Killer Bees. She gets stung and has to come back in.
Nitty Gritty just about did the splits there. I did that one time by accident. It hurts.
She's finding out.
Big hit by Grim Raker.
She's finding out that bees can sting. Meanwhile, Mad Eye Millie trying to fight her way back through again. Nearly gets through, but gets stopped by a lone blocker from the Ringleaders.
Corners 1 and 2 are where the action are tonight, let me tell you. Mad Eye Millie's looking for that hole. Nitty Britty Dirt Band through that pack. Her coaches are telling her to go, go, go.
She's got a lot of points to make up. Bees lined up. And she's down but back up. Mad Eye trying to make her way through. It looks like Mad Eye calls it off.
As fast as those girls come off, just as fast, a bunch of Fret's legs come on. They have 30 seconds in between whistles. New team back on the track, old team on the bench to rest.
Current score, as we know it, Killer Bees 36, Ringleader 16.
We got So Delirious back on the line for the Killer Bees. She's going up against Chrissy Monster again. So number 42.2 versus number 1. Number 1 for blue team. She is trying to make her way through the pack, as is So Delirious.
Both of them fighting their way through. Chrissy Monster gets knocked to the outside right near corner number 1. Or corner number 2. No, 1.
Both struggling. Valkyrie got a big hit on So Delirious, but you cannot get this girl down. She stays on her skate. She's like a brick. Reese is showing Chrissy Monster what the Killer Bees are all about and what it's like to be stung. But that sent her to the penalty box.
She went to the box, but I think Reese thinks it was worth it. Chrissy's through.
Lawless.
Making her way back around again, as are both girls. Fighting their way through. Chrissy Monster tries to do a whip off number 7, but it unfortunately didn't work out for her. She gets stuck in between some bees, but still manages to make her way through.
Chrissy Monster is just skating laps. So Delirious is through, and she calls off that jam.
We got Ragin' Randy versus Effin' Star. Ragin' knocking Effin' Star to the outside, but ends up stepping off, has to come back in. Both of them fighting their way through that pack. Both of them stuck behind their own blockers.
Ragin' Randy is first through with lead jam. Watch this girl skate. She is skating. Effin' Star is on her trail.
Both teams lining up, waiting to stop those jammers coming through. Effin' Star ends up hip checking her way through that blocker line.
Leanne.
Ragin' Randy ended up making her way through, calls it off just as Effin' Star makes her way through that pack.
Leanne, can you bring me my wallet?
And another official timeout.
All right, folks, while we have a timeout, it is my job in order to enforce what I'm saying since everybody's got here. If you're under the age of 18, you cannot sit in the first 2 rows. Once again, for insurance reasons and safety, you cannot sit in the first 2 rows if you're under the age of 18. At SRDL, we practice the catch and release program. That means if you're lucky enough to have a roller derby girl fly into the first 2 rows, you have to give her back. Can't keep her. But you can definitely come to the after party and buy them a drink.
And maybe you might catch them that way.
All right, and then an auction off or something there. Are you still winning?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Killer Bees 52, Ringleaders 28. You know what? I think the Killer Bees are winning. Yes, they are winning. You could thank Walmart for giving me my winning shirt.
I need to find the YMCA song.
Tiger's blood. Winning. Winning.
Just gotta make sure to check out the merchandise tables. Once again, we will be going through what we have out there, but without you buying items from us and any other merchant out there to help support us or out the SRDL and new visiting team, we can't put on these shows. Obviously, it costs money.
And plus, without you going and buying merchandise, they can't go out to do their travel games, and they can't win nationals again. Nationals.
Oh, we have a power jam starting here. That means we have
chicken?
one of the jammers in the penalty box. So when one jammer is in the penalty box, that means they can't score points. So we only have 1 point score on that track, and that is the Killer Bees Mad Eye Millie. So her team is going to fight like hell to get her through that pack and get as many points as she possibly can while she's the only point scorer out there. This is called a power jam. Did that whistle blow?
It looks like they're finally ready. What do we want? Aw, letting me down, people.
This is a power jam for the Killer Bees. Come on.
What do we want? Oh, see, look at that. You didn't do it very well. She hasn't got by yet. What do we want? This corner's not doing it.
There she goes.
And she's through. Without your support, I'm very disappointed in you, corner 3. Very disappointed.
Now her girls are going to try to move everybody out of the way for her to get through just like that. Just like that. Not only does she score 4 points for the members of the opposing team, she also scores an extra point because the jammer's in the penalty box, so she passed 5 girls.
And
There
she's
we
around
go.
again.
Outside like butter.
Be swarmed the blockers. And here she comes again. She's trying to find a way around. She's looking for a way through. And she calls it off just as the other blocker makes her way out of the penalty box.
What a wall those ringleaders had up. Mad Eye Millie had a hard time getting through just as the ringleader jammer came out of the penalty box. So we are starting this jam with 2 jammers.
Yay.
1 from each team.
We got Bender Boardman versus So Delirious.
So delirious.
So Delirious.
We have Rock'em Sock'em in the box, though, for the ringleaders. So the blue team is 1 short. So Delirious gets through that pack, no problem. Lead jam. She is having some problems back there. Backbender Boardman. Oh, and she's through.
A swing and a miss by number 19 from the Killer Bees.
Oh, they are trying to get So Delirious down. It ain't gonna happen. Look at her go. Oh, here we go. We got Backbender Boardman. She's coming through.
She's fighting to stay inside the
Not
track.
if Rocket has something to say
She's
about
being
it.
swarmed and makes her way through on the inside. Oh!
Whoa! Big hit
Hard
by
hit.
Rocket.
Rocket ended up taking her down. Rocket giving her a little love tap just inside the 20 feet mark.
Both jammers through, both jammers coming around, and So Delirious calls off that jam.
Calls it off just as Bender reaches the pack.
We have no one in the penalty box. That's a good thing, but it's still early. So we have 2 jammers on the jam line, and we have a full pack in the middle. Effin' Star for the Killer Bees. She's going up against Chrissy Monster from the Ringleaders. Both of these girls so skilled and so good at what they do. It's going to be interesting to see who gets through that pack first. Ooh,
And here they go,
smash
they're
sandwich.
fighting. Chrissy Monster makes her way through first, grabbing herself lead jam. She makes her way through the inside. Effin' Star is stuck in behind several of the ringleader blockers.
Oh, Valkyrie has her just stuck. She is inking by. Oh, there we go.
She finally gets through with a little help from her teammates.
Huge hit by Reese. Huge hit by Reese's Pieces. Chrissy Monster, her coaches are telling her call off that jam, and that's exactly what she does.
Uh-oh. Looks like Effin' Star was a bad girl and got put into the box for illegal procedure.
So Effin' Star is in the penalty box, and she was the jammer on the last jam. So now we have a reversal. We have a power jam for the ringleaders.
Are you cheering for the ringleaders? Nope.
We have
They got
Reagan
nobody.
Randy. Reagan Randy's at that jam line. She is going to try to score as many points as she can. But those Killer Bees have something to say about it. I Am Demented and Spanx Given trying to block her through. And she's through! Makes her way through the pack, around the track. Now she just has to start picking up these points.
The Bees getting ready to swarm her.
Boom, right into a bee wall. Is she going to break it? She breaks through that bee wall again.
And she's going around again.
Oh, her teammates
Grim
have her
Raker
on the outside.
knocking her into her own teammates. Gets knocked to the outside. Now she's got to come back in again.
Grim Raker is raking her over the coals. Spanx Given, big hit to the inside by Spanx Given of the Killer Bees. Oh, big hit by Grim Raker, and I Am Demented trying to stop her. She is fighting her way, through the pack. Effin' Star is out of the penalty box. Ray Gandy calls off that jam.
That was tough.
Give it up for Reagan Randy. Boy, did she take a beating on that last jam.
We got Backbender Boardman versus Mad Eye Millie. Boardman sneaking her way through the inside. Mad Eye makes her way through the outside. Boardman made her way through first, grabbing herself lead.
Girls in the pack are line it back up. Gonna try to help. Oh, inside again. Oh, she ran into a unicorn and a Reese's Pieces.
She found out unicorns are real.
Oh, and Mad Eye down, but back up, back on her feet. Oh, here's unicorn again.
Uh-oh. Mad Eye fighting her way through, makes her way through first.
We are in another power jam situation. The Ringleader's jammers in the power backs. That means Mad Eye Millie. She's gonna try to score as many points as she can with the help of her girls out here. But these Ringleaders have something to say about that.
They're
Look
trying
at
to
the
circle
walls
her.
they're putting up here.
They're circling around her, trying to keep her from getting
big
through.
hit.
But the Bees are doing a good job of keeping them off of her. And Mad Eye's through, grabbing herself 5.
We got some big hitters out there. We got Mini Missile. She is putting everything into it. Chrissy Monster. We got Slam and Flamin'. They are trying to make sure this girl doesn't get any more points.
Mad Eye trying to fight her way through on the outside. She gets away past a couple. They sneak back through.
Neanderthal's pushing her
And
to the
she's
outside.
And she's through again.
Mad Eye Millie through the pack again.
Grabs herself another 5.
Another 5 points. We have the Ringleader jammer now back on the track, and she's calling off the jam. Is she lead jammer? She's not lead jammer. She cannot call off that jam. But she skates through and picks up 4 points. Frosty Box is not frosty. She is hot.
She's mad. She's Coach Lime mad.
She is mad. She's screaming and yelling. I think Will Kill Someone made her mad.
And the Killa Bees have a challenge out. Gonna go sneak and find out what the challenge is.
Mercy Butt Kicks is looking for some Frisbees. We now also, while we're waiting for the official timeout, if you enjoy roller derby as much as we do, we now offer the SRDL Season Pass. So the Season Passes are now available for $70. You get all 7 home games. So buy yours today. They're at the ticket table near the door. For $70, you get 7 games. That's $10 each. So if you paid $15 at the door, you just saved yourself $5 each game. 5 times 7. Oh, $35. That's what you save.
So Chesterfield's challenge is that the Ringleader's jammer was calling it off and she didn't have lead. But that is not against the rules. And they were hoping for a penalty, but it looks like they're not going to get it.
Just a quick shout out here. We got Roar Dots back in the vendor's village near the bar, and the hot dogs and the popcorn. God, they smell good. Roar Dots she makes any kind of button or pin magnet. She has earrings and necklaces and keychains and rings. She can customize them. Come back and see her, talk to her a little bit. She can help you out.
Get your dots.
Get your dots.
Get
with
your
Roar
dots. Your Roar Dots. So we got a little under 15 minutes left in the first half. What do you think so far? I can't tell, was that good? What do you think of it so far? That's better. That's the Saskatoon I know and love. We're loud. We get complaints from dances.
We got a hitty-britty dirt band for the Ringleaders versus So Delirious on the jam line. They are going to fight their way. Who's going to break through first?
Both of them fighting their way.
So Delirious! Lead jammer. Ooh, not too far on her trail. These girls in the pack are lining up once again. Killer Bees want to help. Oh! Oh, and she's still on her skates. She just took 2 huge hits, but Nitty Ditty Dirt Band is right behind her.
Both of them buying up each other in corner number 2. They're fighting their way now. Ringleader gets knocked to the outside.
Valkyrie
Soda
has
gets
something
knocked to
say
the
about
inside. Soda ends up coming in behind.
Soda Lyris didn't want to go up against Valkyrie anymore. She didn't want to go up against Rock'em Sock'em. Those Ringleader girls, they are tough blockers out there, throwing out the hits. Got Slam and Flammin' for the Ringleaders and Betty Boots out there. And we got Boardman's back on the track. But jamming, we have, what do we have jamming? Well, for F and Star for the Killer Bees, and we have Reagan Randy for the Ringleader.
And they're off, both of them trying to fight their way through.
Nice. Reagan Randy is the first jammer through. She did a nice backwards kind of side skate.
And I'm in a perfect spot over in corner number 1 as they both come around. Oh, swing and a miss by the Bees.
F and Star jammer for the Killer Bees in the penalty box. That means it is a perfect
Reagan Randy
situation.
had some speed. She hesitated. Ends up fighting her way
situation.
through once again. No pack being called. The girls must stay within 20 feet of each other. Bees lining back up. They're looking to take her out.
Perfect situation.
Reagan Randy sneaks through on the inside once again.
She's going to score some of these points that they're lagging behind. This could be a 30-point jam, no problem.
And here she comes. Bounces off of Blondie Lawless. Sneaks past Thunder.
She is getting through this wall of bees, no problem, every time she's going around. Not by Unicorn Thunder, though. You got a unicorn on the track.
And she calls it off. Ringleader's closing the gap. Current score, Ringleader's 80, Killa Bees 101. Only 21 points remain, separates the two with a little over 11 minutes left in the first half. 20 minutes is one easy jam. F and Star coming out of the penalty box just after the whistle, sneaks her, tries sneaking away through the outside, ends up getting knocked. So she's got to come back in again.
Oh, big hit by Valkyrie. F and Star just got taken out by Valkyrie on the inside line. She is trying to get through. Valkyrie is one hell of a blocker, along with Leander Throw. Oh, F and Star is finally
through first,
through.
grabs lead. Chrissy Monster stuck behind the Bees. Uh-oh. She was nodding. Now she's got to go to the box. F and Star tried sneaking through on the inside, got hit. Now she's got to come back around again.
Killer Bee Power Jam.
This is the time for them to increase that lead, and they pull a sausage, allowing F and Star to make her way through, make her way around.
5 points for F and Star.
And here she comes again. Bees try doing a sausage, doesn't quite work out the way they were hoping. F and Star getting knocked to the inside.
Another 5, another 5. Ref is holding his whole hand up. That means 5 points. So her coach is telling her what to do. She was paying attention. Inside.
Oh, hop, skip, and a jump, makes her way through and cuts it off.
Calls off the jam. She didn't want to go up against Valkyrie anymore.
She sacrificed her tailbone for that one.
F and Star just jumped the pack on that last jam around turn number 2. You guys
Yes,
in the
she
corner,
did.
you see that? You see that? Flying high, F and Star. We still start with a power jam for the Killer Bees. Mad Eye Millie, she's gonna try to score those points. She's gonna try to make her way through that pack. She needs the help of her girls though. Rhesus Pieces is trying as hard as she can. Oh, big hit by Unicorn Thunder. Sandwich.
Mad Eye's still trying to make her way through. Oh, hard hit. Knocking her to the outside in between corner number 1 and corner number 2. She's got to go all the way back around. Backbender Boardman trying to keeping Mad Eye Billy at bay.
Jammer for the ringleaders. They don't even know she's out there. She's going through this like butter.
Boom!
Like
And she's
butter.
through again.
She is racking up the points for the ringleaders. Mad Eye
Ringleaders-
Millie working her way through.
Mad Eye through.
Oh.
And Chrissy Monster through again.
Sometimes you can see back blocks and sometimes you can't. These girls coming through once again. Oh!
Mad Eye
Chrissy
getting knocked to the
Monster
outside.
and
Same
Mad
with Chrissy
Eye.
Monster. No pack being called, so the girls got to stay within 20 feet of each other.
Blondie Lawless is keeping Chrissy Monster at bay back there. That is for sure.
Quick shoulder from Unicorn, knocking Chrissy
We
Monster.
now have another power jam situation. The Killer Bees, Jammer, Mad Eye Millie's in the box. So Cherry Monster, it's up to her, Chrissy Monster, to get all the points for the ringleaders. But these Killer Bees are ready to sting.
They're making her go backwards around the track. She's
Back
getting
down
farther.
Bender, she is trying to get her girls together here. Oh!
And she doesn't pass into the star.
Big
And that's the end of the jam.
Huge hit by Reese's Pieces as the girls were trying to pass the panty helmet. Reese's Pieces is so shook up, or she's laughing so hard, she is on her way to the box.
Woo!
Good job, Reese. Taking one for the team. Alrighty, so we start this still off with a power jam. We got Reagan Randy for the ringleader. She has to score some points here. I can't believe the points that they've made up. Inside, through like
nice.
butter. Nobody, no be there to stop her.
Spank saw her, but was quick
Little
swing
too
and a miss.
late.
But here she comes again. Looks for, tries to swing off a couple of her own people on the inside. Oh!
Good job.
From out to in, back through.
She is using her girls. She is pulling on them, pushing on them, just to get her through that pack. Great teamwork,
And around.
ringleaders.
Weaves her way
Woo!
through.
Let's give it up for this
She's
girl from the
raging.
ringleaders. Let's give it up for Reagan Randy.
She's doing one hell of a job, and she's closing that gap. Oh, right into a giant wall of bees. Nearly makes her way through, but ends up getting knocked to the inside. She's got to come back around again. Spanx is keeping her way in behind, but she's way past that 20 feet mark.
Mad Eye Millie back on the track for the jammer as the Killer Bees. And Randy Rager calls off the jam. Good job. Give it up for the ringleaders, jammer. Wow, Reagan Randy, great job. She closed up that gap. We're now sitting at 118 to 105.
Killer
Great
Bees,
job.
though. The Killer Bees, guess what? They're still winning. We got So Delirious versus Backbender Boardman.
You've been around Derby long enough, Kinky, to know that that's a one jam point spread. That's it.
And we got an official timeout.
So once again, if you want them, we have the SRDL season pass is now available. $70 for all 7 home games. That means you save yourself $35. You can buy your tickets today at the ticket table, just back here near the door. Also, in our vendors village here, we have SRDL gear. We have Ringleader gear. We have Roar Dots. Come and check it out. Halftime's in about 5 minutes. We also have the airplane toss. Don't
Airplane
forget that.
toss.
Mercy Butt Kit's coming around. Buy an airplane. Buy
Do
an
it.
airplane.
Buy an airplane or we're coming to get you.
So Delirious. Oh, look at this. Jam's already going on.
And the official timeout was to sort out a few penalties.
Lead jammer, So Delirious, coming out on top here. There was a big upset there on turn number 1. Oh, in
That's
about
not
15 seconds, I'll tell you what I'm saying oh for.
Backbender
I am
Boardman.
saying, oh, because it is now a power jam. The ringleader jammer is now in the penalty box. That means all the point scoring is only up to the Killer Bees. And who's doing that? So delirious.
Which means it's all on the ringleader's blockers now. Uh-oh.
Okay,
cutting
we got
track.
a situation. Now we got the other jammer going to the box. So Delirious is going to sit down. Ringleader jammer is going to get up. Now it's a power jam for the ringleaders.
Switcheroo.
That's the rules, my dear.
We can only have one jammer in the box at a time.
Oh, these bees, they're stinging. Look at this. They are not. Oh, here's.
Oh.
She broke through. Oh, Killer Bee.
She thought she broke through, but all the
Packed it
bees
back
ended up
up.
making their way to the front. Now they're keeping her at bay, and she makes her way through. Her teammates slowing down, making it so there was no pack, allowing her to get through.
Leanderfall and Valkyrie and Kimikaze. Oh, big wall. She runs right into him. Oh, big hit to Boardroom. Oh, Blondie Lawless falls on top of her.
And she's back into the fray, trying to fight her way through. Uh-oh. So Delirious making her way through. She was out of the box. Boardman ended up getting sent back into the box. And we got a little over 3 minutes left in the first half. Current score as we know it, 110 for the ringleaders, 138 for the Killer Bees. And Effin Star is jamming for the Killer Bees right now, and it's a power jam. Which means it's gonna be all up to the ringleaders' blockers. They gotta keep her at bay. They don't want that the Killer Bees lead to extend anymore. Whistles blown, and they're off. Effin Star taken off. They're finding out why they call her Effin Star, because here she comes again. She makes her way around, trying to fight her way through. And she does, makes it past the wall of ringleaders.
We got Mamma Mina out there. She's trying to take out Effin Star. Effin Star's like, meh. Look at this wall. Look at this wall by these ringleaders.
They're trying to box her in.
Oh, and she goes through. Power jam for Effin Star.
And grabs
we got
another
Reese's
5.
Pieces. We got Reese's Pieces for the Killer Bees in the box.
Effin was coming in hot, but she ended up slowing it
Oh,
down.
big hits,
Now
big
she's
hits.
getting boxed in. Oh, hard
Mamma
hit there
Mina.
by Mamma Mina. Nicely done. Effin Star making her way through once again. Oh, hard hit.
Again, good job.
Like flamming. And that's the end of that jam. We
Effin
got
Star's hurting a little bit here. Oh, she's good. She's going on to the bench.
We got Mad Eye Millie jamming for the Killer Bees. And Hitty Bitty Dirt Band jamming for the ringleader, Rollergirls. Whistles blown, they're trying to fight their way through. I'm seeing a whole lot of shoving. They're trying to pinch their way through, squeeze their way through. Everyone's all tied up in knots. Mad Eye getting knocked to the inside, trying to come back around again. Hitty Bitty thought she made her way through the front, and she grabs herself lead jam. I thought she got knocked to the outside.
Here she comes up against that Killer Bee wall. Oh, look at that.
She was through, now she's not, now she's through, now she's not, and she's back out.
Nitty Dirty Dirt Band.
And she calls it off just as Mad Eye clears the pack.
Nitty Dirty Dirt Band watching her coaches on the bench. Good eye. Gonna take this time to mention Sports on Tap. They are our after-party sponsors. Come to Sports on Tap. You have to be 19 years or older to get in. Come talk, hang out with your favorite ref, your favorite derby girl, in town, out of town.
Oh. And timeout being called with 6 seconds left. If there's under 30 seconds left in a half, And no
161.
timeout is called. That's it for the half. But the Killa Bees called it off, which means we're going for one more jam.
161 for the Killer Bees, 115 for the Ringleaders. We all know, second half, what's gonna happen? This is anybody's game.
Second half is usually when, well, you only got a certain number of penalties before you get ejected, so you can start making your way towards 7.
I don't know anything about that.
Nope.
So let's take a second here for the airplane toss. Willow, I guess plug. Willow here would like you to have a $50 prepaid visa. Ron,
I would.
it's free money.
I would, balls bearing. I want 50 bucks.
Yeah, that's right. For a $2 donation or $5 for 3 airplanes, at each halftime, you get a chance to throw your plane the closest to the red target area with a prepaid visa. Brought to you by Dirty Devil from TFG on 23rd up Rollergirls.
You just have to make an airplane. It's not that hard.
Buy an airplane. Mercy Butt Kicks is coming around. The one, the only, the beautiful. Buy an airplane.
There we go. Now we got people buying airplanes, and the jam is gone, or started, and the girls are gone. I'm just so excited.
Delirious. Lead jammer through that pack.
So delirious. Both girls trying to fight their way through.
Once again.
So delirious through again, grabbing herself a hard-earned grand slam of 5 points. Meanwhile, the Ringleader jammer still stuck in behind. She, after getting a hard hit from Unicorn Thunder, sending her to the inside.
20 feet rule. They cannot touch her if she's more than 20 feet above the pack.
Rage and Randy jamming for the Ringleaders. Meanwhile, So Delirious made her way through again, passing her, grabbing another 5. Both girls re-entering the fray. They're eyeing each other up. So Delirious casually making her way through as she ends up getting knocked to the outside.
Oh,
Raging,
hit by Unicorn to the inside.
Raging starting to get really ticked here at Unicorn Thunder. Oh, and a tag team between Spanx and Unicorn on Rage and Randy. Randy trying to fight her way through. Finally sees a hole, but ends up getting blocked by one of her own players. She's trying to fight her way past Unicorn again. Meanwhile, So Delirious makes her way through on the outside, grabbing another hard-earned grand slam of 5 points. Let's hear it for So Delirious!
I'm sorry, but let's hear it for Reagan Randy, who is getting her ass kicked out there. She is working her way through that pack, fighting these girls. She is taking a kicking, and she is keep on going. Let's give it up for Reagan Randy for the Ringleaders.
And we still got a second half coming up. But meanwhile, we're still on this one. So Delirious making her way through again. Another 5. And that's it. Let's hear it for...
Buy an airplane. Buy an airplane.
Subliminal messaging. Buy an airplane.
See you in 20.
In 20 minutes,
10,
we will be returning.
10 minutes, 20 minutes? I don't know.
Half hour? 5 minutes?
Once again, that's free money. Brought to you by SRDL's own Dirty Devil. You know Dirty Devil's real name? TMG on 23rd Rogers Group. Dirty Devil. Miranda. Miranda to Bush. Yeah, that's too easy. Once again, if you're not wearing skates, stay off the track.
Stay off the track.
That's the yellow rope part. Yeah. Look down. You see it? There you go. Stay off it. That's right. We're talking to you people. Well, while we're on the half, if you're not taking part in the airplane toss, make sure to check out our merchandise area. I usually like to go through all this out there, but Bone Hawk will be taking care of that. Most Check, test, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, you just have to know how to talk away, Kingy. Wow, I sound fine. I'm gonna blow that speaker. All right, so just 1, 2, 1, 2. The diaphragm is tight. Anyways, here's your mic. Airplane toss, and here you go.
Thank you very much. I am Mercy Buckets, member of Saskatoon Roller Derby, the Minecraft. Thank you all for participating in our wonderful TMG on 23rd sponsored airplane toss. I see a couple people just finishing up some airplanes, so we'll give them a few more moments. I will yell 3, 2, 1. Everyone will throw their airplanes simultaneously. The closest airplane to the center of the target will win a prepaid visa for $50 courtesy of Mortgage Group on 23rd and our wonderful Dirty Devil. Last moment. All right. So please stay off the track. You're more than welcome to. There's lots of room over here if you guys want like a better vantage point or get there. Whatever you choose. All right. Let everyone get stationed. And remember, this will happen again during the halftime of the next game. So you need to buy more airplanes or save them up for the next game. Just let these folks get stationed.
Put garbage in the garbage can. Don't step where you're not supposed to step. And if you're under the age of 18, get off the first 2 rows. No exceptions. That's... Yep. Ladies, line up for equipment check. It's equipment check time. And for all the fans, that means we're about to start very, very soon. Ah. Let's hear it for me. Okay. And this, you give me crap every time. You're not talking loud enough. They can't hear you. You need to speak up. You need to speak up. They can't hear you. I feel like Hooks from Police Academy. Could you please line up for equipment check? Please line up for equipment check. Please. Plus, they're also checking for weapons. Weapons, yep. You know, like knives, knuckles, lead weights, guns. Guns. Biker Bob is from a place where, you know, that can happen. So, in a little over 40-ish, 45-ish minutes, we'll have our second game, our senior game, the main event. If your friends ain't here yet, text them. They better be dead or in jail to miss this, unless they're out of town or something. In that case, they can watch it on CanuckDerbyTV.com. I got all tongue-tied. I was facing towards the Killer Bees and distractions. Whoa. Ah. Frosty Box and I got to know each other a little bit better. It's going good. Uh-oh, and I'm trapped in the center for the first jam. I'm gonna get dizzy. I can see it already. And the whistle goes. Spanx giving jamming for the Killer Bees. Meanwhile, see, this is why I don't sit in the middle. I can't see anything. Hey, if I take off these dark glasses, I can see lots. We got Raging Randy jamming for the Ringleaders. She's made her way around a second time now. Grabbing herself 4. Spanx pouring on the speed. Both of them end up rejoining the fray. Raging trying to make her way through. This is why I get dizzy. The NSO's job's really hard. Oh, and she ends up getting knocked to the inside. Has to make her way around again. Meanwhile, Spanx right through.
Spanx
No one stopping her.
Let's give it up for Spanx Given. First time jamming tonight for the Killer Bees. Ooh, big hit by effing Star. Oh, and Reagan Andy, she calls off the jam for the Ringleaders.
Woo, that means I can escape from the middle. I got a headache now. I got dizzy.
We got Chrissy Monster on the jam line for the Ringleaders. She's going up against So Delirious from the Killa Bees. They are gonna fight their way through this first pass. Keep in mind, no points are scored for first pass. They only start accumulating points second time around.
Okay.
Oh,
Check, 1,
tries to
2,
take
see?
her out right off the
1,
line.
2, 2, 2.
So Delirious first through
Jill.
lead jammer.
Yeah.
Oh, Chrissy Monster, she's having a tough time. These Killer Bees, they're making it hard for her. So Delirious.
Current score, as we know at Killa Bees, 202. Ringleaders, 135.
We now have a power jam for the Ringleaders. So Delirious, the jammer for the Killer Bees, is in the penalty box.
Oh, Grim
big
Raker knocking
hit.
Chrissy Monster all the way to the outside.
Grim
Inside corner
Raker.
number 1. This is a nice corner to be in right now.
She is not
Raker
getting
ends
by.
up going down again. Makes her way through on the inside. But she's up against Raker. Raker lets her go.
Alrighty, Chrissy Monster is the power jam jammer. She is the only one out there that can score the points.
She tries to make her way past Grim Raker. Raker lets her get slightly in front of her and then knocks her to the outside.
We got Valkyrie for the Ringleader. She's hit the penalty box.
Uh-oh. That was
we
an
have
elbow.
Uh-oh. We have a 2-on-2 out there or a 3-on-2?
Raker ended up to go into the box for giving an elbow to Chrissy Monster. Chrissy Monster making her way through again. Grabbing herself another 5. Chrissy Monster trying to pour on the speed as she comes around. Going up only against one Killa Bee. So Delirious out of the box. A swing and a miss by one of the Ringleader blockers. And Chrissy Monster trying to make her way through and
Coach.
Frank's calling it off.
Coach. Coach.
Chrissy Monster trying to call it off, but she doesn't have lead.
Yes, Kit. Kit. So, looks like we are starting off this jam with a power jam for the Killer Bees. Right at the end of that, Kurt So Good, he called off the jammer of the Ringleaders for a major penalty. So, power jam for the Killer Bees.
Killa Bees power jam.
We are 4 minutes into the second half. Killer Bees is 209. Ringleaders are sitting at 145. So, oh, Killer Bees jammer through that pack just like butter.
Ripper making her way through. Here she comes again. Making her way through the pack. Easy, right up the middle.
Just like butter. Let's go, Ripper. She's the only port scorer out on the floor right now. Valkyrie's got something to say about this one, though.
2-on-2 situation. She's trying to make her way through, but she's slowed down.
These girls from...
Bee's trying to get some of the blockers out of the way for her, and she gets knocked to the inside after a hit.
Big hit
from
by
7-6-2. Valkyrie
almost knocking
from the
off her
Ringleaders.
helmet,
Ripper
but
making her way through on the inside.
she gets
outside.
through. She gets through. She's coming around again. These Ringleaders got something to say about it, though. Killer Bees are trying to move the girls out of the way.
Raker opening up a hole
big
for her. She
hit.
started to make her way through, ended up getting going down, but she's back up again, makes her way through.
Refs are in a tizzy. Who's going
Unfortunately,
off?
she's up against the booty block of Valkyrie.
Slam and gets that penalty for the Ringleaders. Ripper calls off that jam. We got Spanx Given coming up to the jam line for a jammer for the Killer Bees. And now we have Backbender Boardman, the jammer for the Ringleaders. We have a 4-against-2 situation out there. 4 Killer Bees versus 2 Ringleaders. Scores now 224 to 139 for the Killer Bees. And we're about 5 3/4 minutes in.
And Spanx way out in front, right off the hop, grabbing herself lead. She's way out front. Meanwhile, Boardman trying to get past Effin Star and Unicorn, having major problems. Finally squeezes her way through on corner
Like
3.
butter.
Meanwhile, Spanx has made her way through and is catching back up to her. Both them pouring on the speed. Spanx had lead, didn't call it off. Oh, hard hit, ends up going down, pops back up again. Both jammers getting knocked to the inside. They both got to come around again. And here they go around corner number 1. Oh, they're down. Back up again. Boardman trying to make her way past Unicorn.
She's got to let her go.
And she's through. Unicorn held her off as long as she could until no pack was called. And Spanx was naughty and got kicked in the box, which means it's a power jam. Boardman's out there all by herself. Now's the time for her to rack up the points, and she makes her way through again, grabbing 5 points. She's got to pick up the speed. She's got a little over 40 seconds left inside this jam.
Power jam for the ringleaders. Boardman, she's going to try. She's going to try to get through this wall of bees up there. She's looking for the help of her girls.
Tries whipping herself off one of her own. Now she's up against 3 girls. Gets hard-hitted.
Big
knocked
hit.
to the inside.
Big hit by
But there was a
Unicorn
penalty on
Thunder.
that one, so she ends up grabbing another 5 points, makes her way around again. Oh, the girls lining each other up. Try sneaking away through the outside. Boardman getting knocked down by Effin Star, and Unicorn has to make her way around again. Effin Star making her go way back to corner number 2. Boardman trying to make her way around. Looks for a little help, tries swinging off a Flamin.
Jam is called
And
off.
that's the end. Current score, Killer Bees 228, Ringleaders 154, 156, 157, 158, 9.
We have Reagan Randy for the ringleaders up on the jam line, and she is going up against 42.2. So delirious. We have I Am Demented out there, Mad Eye Millie, and Grim Raker. Oh, Reagan Randy going down right off the hop.
So Delirious through, grabs lead.
So delirious lead jam. And Reagan Randy finally gets through that pack.
He's swarming the blockers, making it so she couldn't get through. Raging right into the wall. Raker trying to knock her to the inside. Uh-oh.
I'll tell
Raging
you why.
was ended up kicked into the box.
Give me 1 minute.
Because she was naughty. That means So Delirious is out there all by herself.
Power jam for the Killer Bees. So delirious, only point scorer on the floor. She's looking to her girls to help her out. She needs to score as many points as she can.
She thought she could make it through on the outside lane. Wasn't able to. Ends up sneaking away through the inside.
She is through that pack. She is like butter. Girls are trying to knock her over. She's pushing right back, laughing
She's
at
looking
them.
for a hole. Bee's trying to make one for her.
Oh,
Ends up
big,
knocking down one of her own
huge
players.
hit.
Gets back up and through. Grabbing another 5.
Mini
Pack's
missiles out
fighting
there.
over in corner 4. Bee's trying to make room for her. And here she comes into a wall of ringleaders. And she's through. And she calls it off.
Back in the vendors village here, we got Roardot. She does custom buttons, magnets, coaching tools, all that jazz. We just had some superstars walk in the door. Woohoo! We're also selling season passes, $70 for all 7 home games. You save yourself 35 bucks. Oh, Ripper is now on the jammer line. She is trying to get through there. Does Ripper she gets through with lead jam. Killer Bees Ripper through with lead jam. Who do we got? We got Reagan Randy. We got Reagan Randy out here. No, we got a big block there. Ripper's trying to get through that wall. Reagan Randy inside line like butter. Clear path her team made for her. Ripper finally breaks through and calls off that jam. Given. She is jamming for the Killer Bee. She's going up against Chrissy Monster. We got full teams out there, 4 versus 4, plus your 2 jammers. 255 for the Killer Bees, 163 for the Ringleaders. Spanksgiven is trying to work her way through. She gets through. Whoa! Lead jam. Lead jam goes to the Killer Bees. Spanksgiven.
Way out in front. Chrissy Monster getting knocked to the inside.
Mad Eye Millie takes
Spanks
her
making
out.
her way around again. Chrissy Monster picking up the speed, but Demented making her go all the way back to corner 1. No pack about to be being called, allowing Spanks to get through. Chrissy Monster, unfortunately, was stuck in behind the no pack and wasn't able to get through. She's trying to fight her way through now. She's being swarmed by a bunch of Killer Bees. Ends up getting inside her own player. Swing, and she's out. Spanks ends up trying to make her way through, but
Chrissy
she's going
Monster.
up against the wall of Ringleaders.
Chrissy Monster's through that pack. Spanks is having trouble. These girls.
Oh,
these
we got a
Ringleaders,
kitty pile over in corner 2 on the inside.
They are kicking butt out there in this second half.
Spanks fighting her way through, makes her way through on the inside or outside lane. Chrissy still having problems trying to get through. Uh-oh. Chrissy Monster looked like she did some back blocking, which is a no-no, and so she is been kicked into the box.
So
Spanks
we
makes
end
her way
that
through.
jam. Spanksgiven calls that off. The next jam is starting with a power jam for the Killer Bees. Chrissy Monster of the Ringleaders at the end of that last jam there is getting sent to the penalty box. So power jam for Killer Bees. So Delirious is
Power
the
jam.
jammer.
I like
She
doing that.
is the only point scorer on the track. Now you got Betty Boots out there, you got Mini Missile. These girls are gonna try to make sure So Delirious does not get any points. So Delirious has Unicorn on Thunder on her side, Reese Pieces. She's fighting her way through. Oh, and she breaks free. You cannot take this girl down. Here she goes. That was her first pass. Now the
She's already
points
looking
come.
for a way through. Here she comes, makes her way through the outside with a little help of her friends. And she's through, grabbing 5.
Through that pack like butter, like butter.
Here she comes again, looking for another hole. And the Bees make one for her.
Again.
Easy as pie.
Another
Slick as
5
something.
points for So Delirious.
And here she goes again. Sweeps it up though. Weaves her
Big
way through,
hit.
bouncing off.
Mini Missile there.
Bouncing off of number 13 from the Ringleaders. Grabs herself another 5 points.
Mini Missile tried taking So Delirious out. Almost had her. Oh, see, look at these big hits. She ain't going down.
She
Getting
bounces
right
off all of them
through.
like a pinball,
Calls
makes
off
her way
that
through,
jam.
and calls it off. This is Chrissy Monster, who is jamming for the Ringleaders, comes out of the box. Killa Bees increasing their lead. Currently, the score as we know it, 289 for the Killa Bees, 163 for the Ringleaders. Are you having fun?
Always.
Now you gotta speak louder.
Always.
Who are you cheering for?
Killer Bees.
Who?
Killer Bees.
What? Say it like you mean it.
Killer Bees.
There we go. Gotta have more pride.
Effin' Star jamming for the Killer Bees.
they're
She is
winning.
not first to get through. The Ringleader jammer is first to get through. Number 21, Nitty Ditty Dirtman.
Ringleader's got that lead jam, but she's going up against a wall of Bees over in corner 2. She's trying to fight her way through. Oh!
Oh,
little
yeah,
kitty
jump!
foul. Effin' Star jumping.
Effin' Star jumps. Leanderthal over that second turn.
Second time.
Oh! Rams right into the back of her.
Effin' Star crashing into one of the other players. Look, number 27, asking if she's okay. One of the things I love about Derby, these girls hit each other hard, but yet you can still feel the love after the games. And sometimes during, they beat each other because they care.
We have Reagan Randy for the Ringleaders out on the track. 293 for the Killer Bees. Ringleaders 167. 13, just under 14 minutes remaining in the second half. Big hit by Reese. She's trying to get Raggedy Randy out because this is a power jam for the Ringleaders.
Ringleaders trying to fight their way through.
Whoa, big hit by Unicorn Thunder. Stopped her in her tracks.
No pack being called. which means they got to let her through, but she got knocked to the on the inside, which means she's got to come in from behind again. Unicorn trying to line her up, but was deflected. And here she comes again. Her girl's got it lined up. She's looking for a way through. She's trying to find a way. Unicorn being a one-woman wall as the Ringleader's jammer makes her way through on the inside. Rage and Randy coming around again, tries to find a hole, makes her way through the outside, makes her way to the outside, back to the in. Unfortunately, both the bees are there. No pack being called. They gotta let her through. She grabbed herself 5 points, ends up picking up the speed and calls it off as Effin Star makes her way through the pack, and just as she's about to catch up to her two. Little over 12 minutes left in the second half. Current score, Ringleaders 177, Killa Bees 293.
Hold the phone. We got, wow.
You know what that means?
Mama
The Killa
Mina.
Bees are winning.
We got Mama Mina on the jam line for the Ringleaders. First time tonight this girl is out there jamming. She's going, oh, Spanx giving right through the pack like butter. No problem, lead jam. Mama Mina's having a little bit of problems here. She is working her butt off trying to make it through that first pass.
She can't get past the swarm of bees. Bees holding her way back at bay. Oh, I think that might be a tripping call. Oh, that's total, yeah. She just looks like a tripping call.
Spanx giving back up after that trip. She is back on that track. We got Slammin' Flammin'.
And Spanx is through again. Grabs herself 5 the hard way. Hard way being the other jammer's already on the track still. And Spanx goes around again, grabs herself another 5. Meanwhile, the Ringleader's jammer still stuck inside the pack. Got knocked to the outside, which means she's got to come back in. She's stuck way in behind the bees. Grim Raketer keeping her way at bay. Mad Eye Millie trading shoulders with her. Spanx makes her way around again, grabbing another 5. And the Ringleader's jammer, once again, knocked to the outside. Has to come in from behind. Spanx makes her way around. Ringleader's jammer finally through. Mama Mina. She's through, and she's out there all by herself. Spanx was unfortunately bad and got sent to the box. Now, so was Mama Mina for a push. And that's the end of that jam. We got a little over 10 minutes left. It looks like we're gonna be starting this jam off with the Killa Bees power play.
Killer Bees sitting at 318, and the Ringleaders 180, and we have just under 10 minutes left of this jam. Right now we got Minnie Missile out there, we got Betty Boots and Valkyrie. We got these girls out for the Ringleaders. These are heavy hitting girls. They are gonna make sure that Spanx Given doesn't get any points on her power jam. Oh, and she's through. She's through already. Look at that. Oh, around. Coming around turn 3.
Jammer in.
Mama Mina, she's back on the track as jammer of the Ringleaders. Spanx Given outside, through like butter. Mama Mina still having her problems getting through. These Killer Bees are not letting her get any points. Got Unicorn Thunder and Reese's Pieces out there just hammering her. Spanx Given, another 4 points. Rack 'em up, rack 'em up. Out of play call. Oh, Spanx made her way through the front of the pack again. Turning around, giving them a laugh, giving them a chuckle. Unicorn Thunder's going to the penalty box, shaking her head, saying, God dang it. Spanx giving through the front of that pack and calls off that jam. Not before Slammin' Flammin' hits the floor after a big hit. We got Ragin' Randy. She's going up against So Delirious. Oh, do we have a timeout? The ringleaders are calling a timeout. So at this time, once again, catch us on CanuckDerbyTV.com, live streaming this game tonight. You can also catch it on SaskTown Max. Thanks to the guys at CanuckDerbyTV.com. Without you guys, well, maybe not everybody would have to come into the game, but if you live far away, it's good to be able to watch it online.
Exactly. And thanks to tvtruck.ca for providing all the equipment, and AMJ from Vancouver, who are basically the Canuck Derby TV people. Last minute strategies being talked over by the ringleaders and the bees. Little under 8 minutes left.
Just remember, Sports on Tap, our official after-party destination. They are our sponsors. We will be heading there after the boat tonight with Mind Fox versus the Calgary All-Stars. Anybody excited for that game? Yeah.
I heard like 4 people. That's highly disappointing. Who's ready to see the Mind Fox play? That's better. Now it sounds like we're winning. Charlie Sheen's so good at sending me a letter. Maybe he'll come to my house and beat me up. I hope so. We got So Delirious versus Ragin' Randy as the whistle blows. Both of them trying to find their way through.
Ragin' Randy first to get through that pack. Ringleaders have lead jam. So Delirious works her way. She is now through that pack as well. Ragin' Randy coming around turn number 2.
Tries to whip off one of
through
her
the
teammates.
inside.
Zags her way through. Meanwhile, So Delirious trying to plow her way through, and she does. Makes it past number 21. Hitty bitty.
Oh, look at Ragin' Randy. Inside line, nobody there.
They didn't even see her coming.
She has just taken advantage of that one.
She just made herself really, really small.
So Delirious plows through that blue wall up at the front.
They thought she was gonna go right, but she went left. Meanwhile, Ragin' Randy has made her way around again. All the girls are packed, ready for it. And Ragin' has called it off.
We got Ripper. Wow, we got Ripper on the jam line, and for the first time jamming tonight, we got Valkyrie from the Ringleaders. She is gonna show everybody out here what she has tonight, trying to gain some points on these Killer Bees. 348 for the Killer Bees, 192 for the Ringleaders with just over 6 minutes left to go.
Valkyrie rides her way through.
Lead jammer for the Ringleaders.
Ripper way in behind her. Valkyrie picks up the speed and makes her way through the outside.
She had no problem getting past those Killer Bees.
They never saw her coming. Ripper trying to make her way past the Ringleaders, and she does. Boardman getting sent to the box over her head. Valkyrie through again.
Ooh.
Ripper through. Both of them coming whipping around the track again. Valkyrie makes her way through the outside, trading a short last-minute shoulder with Reese's. Meanwhile, Ripper makes her way through while the Ringleaders were watching their jammer make her way through the pack.
Valkyrie just goes up against them, moves them out of the way. She's calling off the jam. Let's give it up for Valkyrie for her first time jamming tonight. Good
well
job.
done, Valkyrie. We got Spanx Given versus Red Rum Rosie.
Red Rum Rosie for the ringleaders. These ringleaders are just pulling stuff out of their hat. They got a brand new jammer once again. These girls are climbing. She's going up against Spanx Given. We got a score of 360 to 204 for the Killer Bees.
Walks her way through that line, grabbing herself lead. Meanwhile, Red Rum Rosie still stuck inside the pack. Gets knocked inside corner number 1. Has to make herself way, it's coming way in behind. Meanwhile, Spanx has passed her and cleared the pack, grabbing herself 5. Red Rum getting knocked to the inside, has to come around again.
Spanx taking direction from her coach when she comes around that corner.
Swing and a miss. Spanx
Nice
all
little giggle.
smiles on that one. Meanwhile, Red Rum still can't get past Crazy and Effin' Star. Hitty Britty Dirt Band trying to help her through, but didn't help.
Look,
Red
like
Rum.
butter. Inside line, through those people, past all that blue. Yellow. Let's give it up for Spanx
Spanx
Given.
asking for some cheering. Do you want to see her do it again? She ends up getting knocked to the outside. No pack being called, allowing Red Rum Rosie to finally make her way through.
Through that pack, Spanx Given once again.
Spanx looking at her thinking, can I pass her again?
Taking direction from her coach on that bench. He's telling her to keep on going.
Red Rum trying to get past Crazy, and Effin' Star and Mad Eye Melee can't do it. Spanx makes her way through inside the pack and then calls it off. Excellent jam there by Spanx. We got Ragin' Randy jamming for the ringleaders. And Suki Smackdown jamming for the Killer Bees. I believe this is Suki's. Grimraker having a problem staying on her skates. But she stays on it when it matters and ends up knocking the jammer to the outside, forcing her to come back around again. Meanwhile, Suki makes her way through first, grabbing herself lead. Both jammers neck and neck as they make their way around corner number 4, approaching corner 1. Both of them trying to trade a hip checks there. Oh, Suki goes down.
She's back up though. Suki's back up on her feet. Oh, Valkyrie. Oh, yes, the ringleader's
Ragin'.
jammer. She gets through, no problem. Ragin' Randy.
Suki having a hard time recovering, and she makes her way through again and calls it off. Just as Ragin' meets up at the pack, but no points being called.
So just under 2 minutes left. We have the Killer Bees at 385. The ringleaders at 212. This may be maybe last jam, maybe the second last jam of the night. We got Unicorn Thunder on the jam line.
Unicorn Thunder!
Oh yeah, for the Killer Bees. Breaking out the whole new jam lines tonight in this second half with both teams. She's going up again.
Hitty Britty Dirt Band.
She's up against Hitty Britty. Hitty Britty's first to get through. She has lead jam for the ringleaders.
Unicorn trying to make her way through on the outside.
Oh.
Tries to make her way through on the inside, nearly trips over one of the other players, gets back up, plowing her way through. She's just hitting girls left, right. Ends up going down and back up again. Off of it, Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia, why you so mean?
It's because it might be the last jam. Hitty Britty going around again. Unicorn Thunder backlet her skates, trading shoulders, gets knocked down to the inside in front of the box. Hitty Britty making her way around.
Valkyrie's taking care of business for these ringleaders out there right now.
Valkyrie.
Mamma Mina's in the box. Valkyrie and Mamma Mina, they take care of business. Mini Missiles out there. Is she out there too?
Uh-oh.
No, not yet.
Unicorn Thunder's out there all by herself because Hitty Britty ends up going to the box, which means this is the final jam. Let's hear it. Make some noise for Unicorn Thunder. Oh, hard hit. Unicorn Thunder's like, what was that? A piece of paper? No, it was Valkyrie. Valkyrie out there all by herself. She's looking to take out Unicorn. Oh, hit!
Whoa!
Unicorn stays inside, up on one skate. Valkyrie trying her damnedest.
Valkyrie is a one-woman show. Here comes Mamma Mina, though. She got something to say about that.
Oh, Mamma Mina sending Unicorn Thunder down to the ground, and that is it. Uh-oh.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the last jam of this game. Unicorn Thunder's down. What you're gonna see now, the skater's taking a knee.
We do this so the paramedics, the coaches, first responders can all do their jobs. We've had multiple injuries over the years. Collarbones, legs, hips. This is why we wear the safety gear that we do. This is why we do the equipment checks.
This is a full contact sport. You're going, these girls are tracing and they are going so fast, they get
Let's
hurt.
hear it for Unicorn.
One more time for Unicorn Thunder for that last jam, power jam.
Woo!
Of that
Feel the
game.
love, Unicorn. Feel the love.
Taking her girls to victory. Killer Bees 401. Ringleaders 223. Give it up for your home team, SRDL.
The Killa Bees. Oh, you can make more noise than that. They can't hear you everywhere else.
Taking their victory lap. Now let's give it up for the Ringleaders. Join us on the track, girls.
Ringleaders, take a lap. And stay tuned for our next game coming up. I believe in the next 35 minutes, starting at 8 o'clock, is our next game, our senior game. Excellent job. Well done, excellent. Text your friends, Facebook them, tell them to get their butts down here. Woo! I nearly got taken out.
Say cheese!